Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Being August, I hope that you may have had a little bit of a break or rest. And we are back to a reading today. What I would like to focus on is what is the upcoming full blue moon, supermoon, is bringing forth in terms of emotions, and what advice and opportunity is within these energies, within these emotions. So in just 3 days time, on the 30th of August, we have a full moon in Pisces. And I picked out the relevant cards from the Moonology deck, and it says balance, spirituality and practicality. It is a full moon, but also a super moon, which says emotions are running high. And it's also a blue moon, which means it's the second full moon of the month, because we had one on the 1st of August and now we have one at the end of August. So the second full moon in a month is normally called the blue moon, and it says believe in the impossible. And actually this card was the main energy of the second pile in my previous read, so it might be relevant for you. So it's quite a big and emotional event, and while I was pre-shuffling, there were, especially in the tarot decks, there were a couple of cards that kept falling out or standing out. The number 3, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. In 3 days time we have the full moon, 3 different aspects. So the number 3 is standing out, which is significant of partnerships and cooperations, celebrations with friends and loved ones. We also had the Chariot coming out, and with the emotions running high, it feels like quite an emotional event. And I think it's a great start, especially if you are in the Northern Hemisphere. School is starting. Normally in September, kind of big new energies come in and start. I never liked that energy, and I'm happy not to be in the Southern Hemisphere for that. But I can't deny that normally around this time, I kind of feel like that new energies are coming up, and the doors are opening. So I think that's really nicely reflected and supported with this upcoming full moon in Pisces, or Pisces. The other cards that kept falling out were Justice, the 6 of Pentacles, balancing, balance and harmony came to mind as I was pre-shuffling. So I think the overall energies of this time is balancing, harmony, finding harmony, moving forwards, being able to rely on our emotions in a trusted way, trusting our emotions, believing in the impossible, that cooperation, celebrations are coming. So I wanted to keep these 3 cards separate because I think they definitely, as base energies, influence today's reading. But then I also wanted to look at 3 different piles, and pick separate cards for going deeper into different emotions that this full moon might want to discuss for you, dependent on which pile you might pick. So I'll keep these cards here. Can we see them? Yes, and let's pick our 3 piles. So the question is, what emotions? I think that should come out. And I say that what emotions is this full blue supermoon in Pisces bringing forth, and what kind of advice, opportunities lie within these emotions. Let's see, pile number 3, what will be pile number 3? Let's do this one. So, pile number 1, moon lore, ebb and flow, number 23. I hope you can see it. It's quite peaceful cards. Number 2, pile number 2, acceptance, the cycle of life, with the number 2. And then pile number 3 is direction. Where are you heading, with number 10? So these are our 3 piles for today, inquiring about the emotions this full super blue moon is bringing forth, and the advice and opportunities hiding behind them. Okay, so hi, pile number 3. The emotions this full moon, full super blue moon is bringing forth. I don't know if you can see, I'll try and bring it up here. There are the words fertility, link with the moon, intuition are written here. So some of the emotions I feel from this card, and it's quite interesting that how blue it is, although the moon of course doesn't turn blue for this event, it's only in the name, but somehow the blue is highlighted in this pile, and so some of the emotions that come forth is blue for the throat chakra, communication, all the way from the heart chakra actually to through the throat chakra and the third eye chakra. So the card makes me think of unconditional love, family, trusting your intuition, being at peace, that whatever you are dreaming of is on its way to you actually quite quickly. With this bunny running, and it seems like there's 2 bunny waiting for each other. One is kind of contemplating, and the other one is waiting at the full moon to the other one. So I feel from this card that the emotions coming forth is unconditional love, trust in your dreams, rest peacefully, and family. and connection and moving forward quite quickly after a period of quietness. So let's pick a few more cards, oracle cards and tarot cards, to elicit more information. So tarot cards as well. Two. Let's pick from this deck as well. And it also feels like it's something that you've been waiting for a while. I feel like I want to pick this too. Okay, so let's look at the other oracle cards. Rattle, disperse. Interesting because this card fell out when I was pre-shuffling as well. Disperse, rattle, and it makes me think of the throat chakra again. Communication. There's something you need to talk about. There's something that needs to be released. But it's not, you know, because it's the dance of the snake, or I don't know how exactly called. But in Arabic countries, they do this rattling for the snake to move. And it moves in quite a beautiful and ordered way. It's not chaotic at all, even though the rattling might sound chaotic, but it's not. There is a perfect rhythm for it. So there is a perfect time and a perfect rhythm for this communication. And it's a positive, a very positive, healing communication that is coming forward. Rhythmic. And luck is on your side. The new moon in Sagittarius. And I'm just looking at my list. If we have new moon in Sagittarius on the 12th of December. So that's August, September, October, November, December. Is 4 months time. Yes, September, October, November. Well, 3 months time. So there's something in terms of moving forwards in the next 3 months. And moving forward in supported by luck, I would say. And the yellow color here also brings to mind the solar plexus, which is moving forward with strength, trusting yourself, trusting your dreams. It's almost doing, non-doing. There is this Buddhist idea is that you do by not doing. And it's quite hard to explain. Maybe I can use the example of martial arts. When the blow is moved or returned by very soft movements, so it almost looks like you're doing nothing. Maybe that's not the best example. You know, it kind of feels like Everything is there. And you've already done the hard work, and you need to allow it to come together, to come to you. And maybe distract yourself a little bit, because everything is going to be okay. It feels like it's ebbing, but it's flowing. Let's look at the oracle, the tarot cards as well. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Yes, quite in sync with this resting lady. 5 of Swords, which is very often the card of competition. Or not just competition, but misunderstandings. But it's also quite interesting that, trust your intuition. There might be people around you telling you certain things and looking at your situation and forming an opinion, but you know what's going on. The power and the power of the words, the swords is normally, the suit of the swords is associated with communication again. The power of the words is within yourself, is with you. Just as luck is on your side also. It's also interesting that the ladies despair here, but the cats are just, doing what needs to be done. And they go on about their daily stuff. And they know what needs to come is coming and will come. Let's see. 4 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. So out of the boredom, something new is being born. Something is bubbling under the surface. And it's your decision how you go through these days, whether feeling bored or focused. It's trust your intuition and remain focused. Remain balanced, because everything is okay. The Magician. Yes, it's like you've already done the work. You've already brought all the different elements together. You did what needed to be done for the situation to materialize, to manifest. The World. Again, yes, you've done everything. And everything that you've done so far now is coming together without you having to do much other than contemplate and find your focus. And the last card is Death, Transformation. Your life has definitely been going through a transformation. And it's a little bit of like the phoenix rising from the ashes. It feels like it might be really hard, but try to pull yourself together and keep your peace and keep your trust in the situation. Believe in the impossible. You kind of want to fall back into old habits, but try not to. Try not to be distracted by the old patterns. Trust your power and try to rest. This situation requires you keeping your cool and trust. Trust yourself and trust your intuition. And allow the things that need to die to die. And bring in this new beginning, or allow this new beginning to come in. Look how much light there is. Something has come full circle. The cycle is ending and the new start is here. And it's quite a different world. I think you are at the gate of entering into very, very different energies than before, much more positive energies. Energies where you can manifest, where you hold your power in your hand. When the world is at your lap, essentially. And whatever is in your dreams, whatever is in your intuition, you can create and you will create. Don't give up your dreams. Let them come forth. Trust them. Trust them to come forth. Shake yourself and shake off anything that is not helping you, anything that is not in sync with your dreams. And maybe some of these dreams, started in your childhood, and maybe some of them you've given up because you conditioned yourself, because life had taken you different ways or you made different decisions. But those dreams and that person that you wanted yourself to be is still there. So let him or her to be. You also don't need to wait for someone or something to be handed to you. It's already in your hand. It feels like you're waiting for something, but it's already yours. It's already yours. So on Wednesday, when the full moon comes up, if you can take a little bit of time for yourself, even if it's just 10 minutes or half an hour, try to maybe connect with nature. Watch the sunset, or if you live nearby something natural like a forest or water or a park, try to go out and take a few deep breaths. And just keep yourself in center. Maybe if you have a cat or a dog, take them for a walk. and try to relax and stand strongly in your center, trusting yourself, trusting the things that you have in your life, trusting the people that you have in your life, the ones that worth trusting. And that is a choice you also have to make, let certain things go, let certain people go, and focus on what needs to be saved. And part of that is yourself, your dreams. There's something I feel here about ideas as well, some of the old ideas, some of the old ways you think about maybe career or the world. Let them go. There are completely new ones in their places. It feels like there's a new person. You are kind of an old new person, like you're kind of finding yourself, who's always been there. So trust the process. And you are being helped. Maybe the next 3 months isn't going to be very easy. But the most important thing is for you to stay in your center. To allow this new person to really come forth. Or the person who you really are. I think this next 3 months is really about that. It's like, you're knocking on your own door. Let yourself in and familiarize yourself with yourself. And let them take over. Wow, pile number 1 is quite a deep reading, and I hope that it has been helpful. A lot of things were coming. I completely lost myself in time, actually. So I hope that it was jointed. I hope that it made sense. You've birthed something really beautiful, and you are going to be birthing more from now on. Manifesting, creating more, whether that's a family. Actually, it's family, new way of life, new way of thinking, your way of thinking, your actual way of thinking. So I wish you lots of love with this energy and handling this energy and handling yourself. I'm sending you unconditional love, and lots of positive energy. I hope that this reading has been helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye, pile number 1. Bye. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. In today's reading, we are focusing on what kind of emotions this upcoming full blue supermoon bringing up, and what kind of opportunities, advice are behind these emotions. what kind of advice the reading is bringing forth for you. Looking at these cards, what type of emotions, it's very interesting that the tree and the roots of the tree are up in the air, or maybe actually they look like they're coming out of the head of this woman, but it doesn't, for me it doesn't feel like they do. It feels like that something has been uprooted. Even the bunny jumping out of this ball of water is kind of strange, like something is not right here. And the card says acceptance, the cycle of life. There are emotions bubbling up. There are hidden things coming forth. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's something about 2 and 4. There's something about cycles. Let's get a few more cards and see what we are really talking about here. Oracle cards, let's get a few tarot cards as well. Wait. So let's see. Medicine, will, continuation. Gibbous moon, you're very close to achieving your goal. There's a lot about the heart chakra and healing the heart here. It feels like there's something in your life that you're wondering whether you should continue or not. And you need to close that cycle. Just one moment. Let's see. Queen of Cups. It's like, don't waste your emotions on something. The Hanged Man. New perspective. Ace of Pentacles. New start. Walking away. Learning something new. maybe even learning a new profession within medicine or alternative medicine. Maybe you are very close to graduating from a course that you've been doing, and what is missing for you to graduate is acceptance, closing certain cycles. The Nine of Pentacles, independence and success. Ace of Swords, different way of thinking. The Lovers, self-love. The Eight of Cups, which is again the walking away, closing a cycle. Let me make sure that you can see the cards. I think this super full blue moon is bringing up a very, very heavy emotion and a choice that you have to make, something that you need to let go of. A cycle that you need to close, and a new cycle that you are beginning. You know, it kind of feels like that this person is keeping themselves locked up and hanged by themselves. I don't know why I feel that way, but it feels like they've self-imposed. Yes, the key is there in the hand. This way of being is self-imposed. This way of waiting, not moving forward, is self-imposed. And when you look in the mirror, you see a different world. I don't know why I keep thinking there are 4 different reasons. There are 4 different things. But one of the things this card also makes me think is like jumping out of a seemingly safe environment, which is, it is kind of loving, but it's also kind of chaotic, scary, uprooted, unstable. There has been some magic, but the magic is actually you. Look, the stars are around this bunny that is trying to escape. You know, maybe it's actually you starting a new career path, or starting a new course, doing a new course, retraining, to regain your balance, to regain your stability. You need to continue in a different way, not in the environment where you are at. Maybe you're also questioning whether the work, the job that you have, you should leave or not, and it feels like you have to jump out. And you know, maybe it has to be in a measured way, step by step in a way, but don't procrastinate. Once you get started on this new journey, and once you start, for example, retraining, you will achieve your goal very quickly. But you do need to walk away, and you do need to make that decision where you invest your emotions and your power. Walk away, walk forwards. Concentrating your emotions, your energies. there's also something about the mirror, like there is a different world that you see and that you seek. And you need to start moving forward towards that world. Believe in the impossible. Now you are going to get the emotional boost to be able to jump forward. So you should really use the energy of this full moon, because towards the full moon coming up, towards the end of the moon cycle, everything kind of boosts up and comes together and culminates, and then a new cycle begins, a new start begins after the full moon. Oops, we have a cat. We have a cat. It's okay, baby. Go. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So see, he walked away as well, and normally he drops himself down, the cat, in the middle of wherever he is. Oh, he's coming back. Don't come back. Yes. He dropped himself down. Oh my God, what does that mean for your reading, pile number 2? Yeah, don't remain in the energy of the Hanged Man. Look, what do you have to say? What do you have to say for pile number 2? Milo, tell us. Love yourself. I think that's one of the things he's saying. Be loving and be kind. And trust yourself to be able to achieve your goal. So I would say in the next 3 days, think about how you would like to, like really seriously sit down and think about how you would like to move forward. What kind of, perhaps a career you imagine for yourself, maybe even a life you imagine for yourself. Clear up your plans, right? And then as the full moon is over, burst forward and start acting. Come out of the Hanged Man energy and start acting. Step by step, take the apples from the tree. Sign up for the course. Study, research, connect with people, calculate, think. And accept that this is part of life, That's the other thing. Change is part of life. Being uprooted is part of life, because it's a start of a beautiful new journey. Throughout life, we're not really taught how to embrace change, and we mostly fear change. But change is actually a beautiful thing. It kind of brings a breath of fresh air, new perspectives. Embrace your life. Embrace the things that are in front of you. Don't try to run away from those. The things that you have, the things that you feel, the things that you'd like to have, the things that life brings into your way. Don't run away from those. Put it together. I kind of, look at my life for a while ago now as kind of pieces of a puzzle, like all my experiences, all the things that I've done, all the things that I've seen, all the things that and people that are in my life, they are different pieces of a puzzle. And I think at one point we need to bring those puzzle pieces, down onto the table, because normally they up in the air, a little bit chaotic. But if you start bringing them down onto the table and start putting them together and fitting them together, you actually end up with a tapestry of your life. And you start to see the connections, the meaning, the beauty of all your experiences and how they connect and how they relate to each other. Maybe go in these 3 days if you have the means and the chance to do some hypnosis or past life regression also, to expand, to kind of look deeper into your life, to gain some more of these puzzle pieces to bring together, to help you heal your life and move forward with more passion, with more meaning, and with more understanding of why this change is needed and necessary, and actually beautiful. You have a very emotional nature, very nurturing nature. I can sense humbleness, I can sense intelligence, both emotional and kind of general intelligence to make your way forwards. And you're also not alone on this journey. I also sense in both of these pictures there is something to do with pregnancy. But take it as it resonates. It doesn't I don't know why it came, but it just came. But you're definitely birthing a new path for yourself. And so don't be afraid of planning and following that path. The sun is rising in your life. And this, we are very close to achieving your goal. Like, I think as soon as the full moon is over, in the next 1 month, you will see a lot of change. You take a step and you will be moved forward another 5 steps, or another 2 steps. But if you put in a little bit of effort, you will see a lot of payoff with every little effort. Ace of Pentacles, there's the Ace. There are 2 aces, the Ace of Swords. I didn't realize, I thought this was a Page of Pentacles, I don't know why. But that is actually quite interesting, because there's definitely a new 2-3 days time, there's definitely a new start. The way you're thinking, the way you manifesting things. So I would really encourage you to start on this new path, and mainly new career path. Invest into it, whether it's your time, your time for sure, your mind, and step-by-step money as you can. Prepare for it in the next 2-3 days, and as soon as the full moon is done, start acting. Oh, I wish you all the best on this journey, And please comment in the comment section, you know, what is it that you're embarking on? How do you feel? I would be really happy to hear from you, and discuss if it's anything that you'd like to discuss. I wish you the best of luck, and I think you are in a very, very supported and beautiful journey. So keep going, keep going. Thank you so much, pile number 2, for tuning in. I hope that this has been helpful, and I hope to see you in your next reading. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. Today we are talking about what kind of emotions this upcoming super blue full moon is bringing up, and what kind of advice is there for you about these emotions, and what kind of opportunities they bring up, and what kind of doors they might be opening for you when you deal with these emotions or look at these emotions. So looking at this card, it says direction, and the question is, where are you heading? With the number 10. I feel something very sacred from this card. Something very sacred, very peaceful. Very loving. In tune with nature, in tune with your own nature. Maybe even working with animals, working with compassion. Let's draw a few more cards and see what more information. They don't want to separate, so I will take both. Okay. They don't want to separate. There's 2 here as well. Wow. Okay. I won't have space for cards. Wait. Let's draw some tarot cards as well. I feel this one. So let's see. It's direction that needs to be taken together. Okay, I think. Offerings, wealth. Wow. Lower world, past. Hello, hello. Hello, kitten. Oi. Milo, no, 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 no. Go, go. Milo, go. Oh my god. Yeah, you definitely have a partner here. And win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. And let me see. Full moon in Libra. Have we had a full moon in Libra recently? Oi. New moon in Libra in October we have. But this is a full moon. I think earlier this year, maybe March. So maybe it's something that started earlier this year. Be bold and make the first move. Balance spirituality and practicality. Emotions are running high. Believe in the impossible. So I think within this reading there's definitely something about moving forward together. You know, kind of entering the cave in a way together, because when it's done together it creates wealth. So it's kind of, where are you heading and who are you heading there with? So maybe it's about moving in together, moving together. Win-win, there's the two there as well. And there's something in the past that connects to you. This is a very, very strong connection. I feel a very strong connection that I started in the past, maybe in a past life as well. And the question is, can you move forward together? How you are going to move forward together? But there are a lot of opportunities and wealth within this connection. Let me look at this. There are several ways, but they lead to the same. Yeah, definitely earlier this year there was the full moon. April, March, there was the full moon in Libra. Let's look at the rest of your cards. Ace of Pentacles. So a new start. Something that is tangible. A new tangible start. Let me make sure you can see. The Four of Pentacles. Holding on to something. Hi. You definitely have a partner here. Something very loving. Oh, look how he wants to be here and care. Oh, my little baby, he's such a loving boy. You have a very loving partner here. I think there is a lot of compassion in this reading, in this pile. Yes, a lot of love. Oh, but we have to see the cards too. Yes, maybe we don't want to see just you. We want to see the cards. Oh, my beautiful baby. Come on, go and chase us, dear. Go and chase your lady. Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Again, there is that wealth, being well off, kind of being independent, but independent together. It's like, again, the two is grabbing the same coin. So it's like he's holding on to the pentacles, but she also has the pentacle. And holding it together is better. Five of Pentacles. There is a way out. There is definitely a way out. The Magician. Things can be and should be brought together. And the Seven of Wands. There is a bit of resistance in this connection, what I feel. There is a lot of potential, and yet there is resistance. Something is missing. Maybe this boldness is missing. The decision, where are you heading? I think in the next 10 days, it will be decided. I feel like I want to draw more cards, just maybe 2 more. There's a lot of Scorpio energy. King of Swords, a decision needs to be made. And I feel that too. I will draw these two. That might be too much. Oh, one card was here. Six of Swords. Moving forwards. Oh, Milo. Darling. Mire. Run. Run. I'm sorry, pile number 3. You have him coming. In the other piles, he didn't. He came, I think, once or maximum twice. But your pile is just drawing him in. He's very lovely. He's very lovely. He's very loving. He's very, very compassionate. And he likes the attention. Yeah, so there's definitely moving forward, a decision being made. Let's look at the other cards as well. I don't do reversals. I don't like reversals at all. Okay, let's see. The Fool, new beginning. Page of Wands. Oh my god, so many cards about being on the path, moving, making the right decision. Oh, Murphy. But not moving alone, for sure. Oh my god. Three of Pentacles, working together, making the decision together. Murphy, Milo, my baby. Venga. Ay. working together for sure. There are a few different things to deal with, but in the end the decision needs to be made. And it's about collaboration, although someone has to make the first move. The King of Cups. It's like me, yeah, that I felt a lot of Scorpio energy, and the King of Cups is water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, whichever you prefer. But it's kind of like finding yourself, and like kind of being stable within yourself, within your emotions before you look forward. And it's deciding with the mind, but it's also deciding with the heart. There's no losing in this situation. The situation is about wealth. It's about beauty. It's about love. This is a very, very strong past connection. There are lots of layers to this situation, and those layers ensure that the foundations are very, very, very strong, and the outcome is a win-win situation. So there's nothing at any level of this situation, of this connection, there is nothing bad, nothing negative, nothing rotten. It's beautiful. So don't be afraid of making the decision. The High Priestess, you already know. And there's the Two. You already know. I feel like within 2 to 10 days, you will see exactly what to do, how to collaborate, where to apply your mind, where to apply your emotions, how to collaborate with your person. And you might have input from other people as well. But that's okay, because that just helps to have different perspectives, although the knowledge is already there inside. You already know. Both of you already know. You've known it for a long time. You've known it for a long time. And that long time is few months and hundreds of years, maybe, if you think in terms of past lives also. There is a very, very strong, very foundational connection. Don't get lost. Take care of things, but also put things together, bring things together. Where are you heading? That is the big question. Where do you want to be? What are the pieces that are in your life are telling you? You know, if you put all those pieces together, what direction do they show? Like, think about, you know, the different things that you have in front of you in your life, and put the ones that you want on one side, and remove the ones that you don't want, and look at the things that you want, and they will show you a direction. They will give you a clear image. And it's okay to discuss with other people, but in the end you need to sit down with yourself, with your mind, with your emotions, and create clarity. Like go into yourself. The path is already there. Whether you think or not, the path is already there. Are you willing to see it? Are you willing to put the path there? As it is. I see something very, very beautiful in this connection. It's like bringing two sides together. It brings you together with yourself, to integrate yourself, to create coherence within yourself. It brings the kind of night and day together, like you complement each other very, very well. You complement each other very, very, very well, in a very natural way. Here as well, in terms of passion, in terms of thinking, in terms of material things. One of you might be more protective, one of you might be more open, but the balance between the two is what is needed, and what brings you together, and what you bring together. Even in your darkness, you know, somehow you complement each other. Even in the difficulties, somehow you complement each other. You might handle it differently, but it's just interesting how these cards came out together. I feel envy looking at this connection, not necessarily in a bad way, but this is a connection that people will envy. There is a lot of peace in this connection, and you have a direction together, but are you strong enough to head into that direction together? I think that's the decision that needs to be made. Well, pile number 3, wow. I congratulate you on this connection, on finding this connection. And I really wish that you find a way together, because there is a win-win. It's a win-win situation, and there is a win-win outcome. So I'm sure that you will find a way to each other. And you will create a lot of wealth and a lot of love together. Thank you so much for bringing this beautiful energy. It's very deep and very meaningful energy. And kind of intuitive knowing to this reading. I wish you good luck. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope that this has been helpful. I hope that it helps you to understand the different layers of this connection, and the situation that you're dealing with. And I hope that it helps you to see clearly, to see the path going forwards. I send you loads and loads of love, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye, pile number 3. Bye.